Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from HolsingersFlyShop.com, bringing you another fly tying video. This is a simple way to tie a scud pattern. It's really easy. I actually was just looking around for flies to tie on the internet. Came across this one. It was actually tied by Mac Flies. If you watch any of his videos, he's got some really great videos out there. And he calls it a Gamaris. And it's very simple to tie. I didn't really watch the video, just a little bit of it, so I'm sure it's pretty much the exact same, but there's probably a few little twists in it that I do because of what I had handy. Also, I'm tying this in a couple different colors. You'll see it here in a second. I'm going to show you the different colors that I've been tying it in so far. Like a cream colored, gray, which is pretty much the natural color in our area, and olives, which we have the olives too. So mix up the colors depending on what you have in your area. I'm sure you're going to like this. It's very simple to tie, and it's just a few pieces of material, and you can even get rid of the Mylar Tinsel if you want. It just gives it a flashy effect. Just something that I like to add in because I like my things flashy, as you know. And get rid of that, and it'll be fine. It'll just be a nice colored nymph. So give this fly a try. I'm sure you're gonna like it, and sit back and watch. Okay, here in the vise you can see is an olive colored one. I'm not going to tie the olive one on the video. That's how Mac Flies ties his in his video. I'm going to tie mine in gray, which is a little bit more realistic, a little bit more plentiful in our area. So I'm going to go with a gray natural color. What we're going to start out with is a Firehole 316 in a size 10. I would tie this in like a 14 to a 10, 14, 12, and 10. And for thread, I'm just going to use some... Get this focused in there. For thread, I'm going to use some dark gray, 70 denier. Use 140 if you like. Just going to wrap that on there and get it started. And the next thing I'm going to do is put some Mylar Tinsel on. And the Mylar Tinsel is going to give it a flashy underbody. So we're just going to start that on. I'm going to tie it up here towards the eye. And then I'm going to work it back around the bend. Now the reason I like this hook is it gives me a nice big wide hook gap. It's 2 extra gap, which is great for a scud like this. And we're just going to wrap that back a little bit around the bend there. Okay, the next thing we're going to put on what's going to become our legs. And for that, I got a piece of Ostrich here in dun colored. And I'm just going to pull one strand off, okay? And we're going to tie that one strand down. I'm going to tie it in by the tip end. Leave it a little bit long because I'm just going to pull that off here in a second. And I'm going to wrap it back towards that Mylar Tinsel. Now, I will say while I'm tying this here, this is not a Euro style fly because I'm not weighting it heavy. I'm not weighting it at all. So this is going to be a fly that you're going to, fish normal style with split shots or however. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is put the last piece of material, which is some vinyl D-rib. This one is clear because I want the colors to show through. And I'm going to put it on, I'm going to cut a piece off about 2 inches long. And I'm just going to tie it on upside down so the flat side is up on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it about 1/3 of the way back. And that way I can get a nice taper built into the fly as I wrap this on. And you can see I'm pulling a little bit here with my finger on this right back here. I'm pulling it tight to thin it out just a little bit. And now I'm just going to wrap all this up and cover it all up to get a nice gray undercoat here with my thread. Alright, and then I want a nice transition right there where I ended that. So just a nice smooth body the whole way here. Then we're going to wrap our thread up to the eye. Next thing is I'm going to wrap this tinsel on. I like to put my tinsel in a bobbin. Just works real nice for me. Doesn't slip out of your hands. I can control it well. You could use a rotary vise if you wanted to right now. But I'm just going to do, I'm not going to overlap here. I'm just going to make a nice thin layer. And I even missed a gap there. That's fine. Because it's all going to be covered up here in a second. So you want to just try to make sure you've got it pretty much covered there. Okay, next thing is we're going to wrap up the D-rib. And I'm just going to make wraps the whole way up, side by side. They don't have to be real tight, but I want them pretty tight. I'm just going to wrap this the whole way, and as it gets a little closer to the end, you can pull it a little bit tighter if you want to make the head on it a little bit smaller. But that's also why you stopped, or you started wrapping it down about 1/3 of the way back. You can see how it tapered down there real nice. Alright, we're going to wrap that down good. Cut it off real close. Okay, and then the last material is our ostrich. And we're just going to take and we're going to get that in the grooves of that D-rib. Once you get it started in that first one, it'll go real easy. And when it goes in there, they'll all stand up. And they're just going to make nice legs. I'm just going to wrap the whole way, continuing to follow those grooves up. Try not to trap any. Get it right up here to the head. Then I'm just going to pull these back and make a nice, neat head here. Oops. Okay, then we're going to whip finish it off. Try not to crowd your eye too much here. Okay, we got a nice whip finish here. I don't have to make multiple ones because I'm going to hit it with a little bit of glue here in a second. Next thing you want to do, you want to either wet your fingers in your mouth, or if you're sweaty or whatever, I am being in front of the lights, I'm just going to take my fingers on top of this fly and I'm going to pull that ostrich herl down over the sides. Okay, you can see how it all went underneath there, and right there's your legs. And now I will say that hook being out of there, I catch that hook quite often and chews up my fingers. Anyhow, last thing I'm going to do before I add some glue is I'm going to put a little egg, make this a little pregnant one. Just going to take a little brown or red marker right in the middle there and put a little dab there, just a little dot. Then we're going to hit a little bit of UV glue over the back to finish this up here. And you want to smooth this out. Go. Okay. Now I'm going to put a row on the back. Then I'm going to take my bodkin and I'm just going to like tease it down over the back here a little bit. Just try to smooth things out. Make sure it goes down over both sides. Doesn't trap those hairs, and just try to get it looking nice and neat. There you can see it's nice and round there. Just let it play around here a little bit to level out, and then I'll hit it with my light. And that is all that is to this scud pattern. A very simple scud. It only took me a couple minutes to tie, there you see, and you can see how good it looks and how easy those legs were to make on this fly. Alright, I hope you liked this video. It was an easy tie, and it's one you're going to be able to do. Just give it a try, switch things up a little bit too. Maybe don't add the Mylar flash. Just tie it regular and see how it comes out, see how you like it. Or don't add the spot for the eggs. whatever you want to do there. Just give it a try. Try different things. See what works in your area. That's what fly tying is all about, is finding out what works for you and what works best. So, I hope you enjoy my videos. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, like always, contact me at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. And anything for the shop, you can send to contact us at holsingersflyshop.com. So, until next time, guys, please take the time to subscribe to our channel and hit up all our social media outlets like Facebook and Instagram. See you guys later. I'm Sean Holsinger.